Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down all the latest with the Los Angeles Rams. If you've been following along this season, you've seen how the special teams unit, particularly the kicking game, has been a bit of a roller coaster for the Rams. It's been an area that's plagued the team, causing headaches in close games and putting extra pressure on the offense and defense. Head coach Sean McVay and the front office have been tinkering with solutions, trying to find stability in that third phase. Well, we've got some major movement that's just broken, a decision that's shaking things up ahead of Week 13 against the Panthers. This could be the fix they've been looking for, or it might add more uncertainty. Stick around as I dive into the details from inside the organization. Let's get right into it. The Los Angeles Rams have waived kicker Joshua Carty, the 23-year-old they selected in the 6th round, 209th overall in the 2024 NFL Draft. This comes right after Harrison Mevis stepped up in Week 12 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, nailing both of his field goal attempts, his first regular season kicks ever. The Rams announced the move on X yesterday, November 28, stating they've waived Carty with no recall. It's a swift pivot for a team that's prided itself on player development, but apparently the evaluations this week tipped the scales toward Mevis, an undrafted free agent who joined the Rams after stints with the Panthers and Jets. Back on November 7, McVay was singing Carty's praises to reporters, saying, "I still do have a lot of confidence in Josh Carty. He's not going anywhere." He highlighted how Carty handled the competition well and expressed belief in his bright future. But fast forward to now, and the decision for the 49ers game in Week 10 starting Mevis has stuck. McVay's ultimate criterion was clear: who gives us the best chance for successful outcomes in that operation? With Mevis' elevations from the practice squad exhausted, this waiver opens the door to signing him to the 53-man roster permanently. Carty's season stats tell part of the story: 10 of 15 on field goals, 23 of 26 on extra points. Not disastrous, but inconsistent enough in a kicking class loaded with talent like Will Reichard and Cam Little. Carty himself was thrilled to land in LA back in April, telling the Ramscom's Stu Jackson it was a roller coaster leading to the draft, but he always wanted to stay in California with the Rams. "I'm super excited. I wanted to be here all along," he said. It's a tough break for the Stanford product, reminiscent of what happened with long snapper Alex Ward last year, replaced by veteran Jake McQuaid and still searching for a new home. McVay had hinted at potential changes while defending Carty initially, but performance evaluations won out. Mevis, who broke into the league undrafted, had never attempted a regular season field goal before the Rams. It took until Week 12 for his debut, but he delivered under pressure. The Rams' special teams have been a sore spot. Remember Carty's miss against the 49ers that cost them points in a tight divisional battle? That kind of inconsistency can swing seasons, especially for a Rams team pushing for the playoffs with a balanced roster led by Matthew Stafford and that dynamic receiving core. From an insider perspective, this move underscores the Rams' willingness to make tough calls for immediate impact. They've invested in developing young talent, but when the third phase falters, it affects everything. Special teams coordinator Dave Balla has been under scrutiny, and stabilizing the kicker position could alleviate some pressure heading into the stretch run. Mevis now gets the full opportunity to prove himself, but the Rams will be monitoring closely, especially with a winnable matchup against Carolina looming. If he falters, they might need to scour the waiver wire again, but for now, this is their bet on internal competition yielding results. Looking broader, the NFL kicking landscape is brutal this year. With so many rookies struggling, think about the Vikings' issues or the Bears' ongoing saga, teams like the Rams are forced to adapt quickly. Carty's release also frees up a roster spot, potentially allowing tweaks elsewhere, maybe bolstering the depth chart at linebacker or along the offensive line where injuries have bitten. McVay's track record with these decisions is solid. Remember how he turned around the punting game last season? This feels like a calculated risk, banking on Mevis' poise in limited action. For Carty, it's not the end. At 23, with his college pedigree, he could catch on elsewhere, perhaps a team desperate for a reliable leg, like the Giants or Commanders who've had their own kicker woes. The Rams' belief in development might still pay off if Mevis thrives, validating their process. But it stings for a player who dreamed of donning the horns in LA in the end. This waiver is about winning now. The Rams sit at 5-6, needing every edge to climb the NFC West standings. A steady kicker could be the difference in those one-score games that define playoff pushes. McVay's post-game comments after Tampa will be telling: did Mevis earn the trust, or is this a trial by fire? What do you think, Rams fans? Is sticking with Mevis the right call, or should they have given Carty more rope? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest Rams insider updates straight from the sources, Rappaport style. We've got more breaking news coming your way as the season heats up. Go Rams!